Well, well, well. Would you look at that? It is time to once again add another piece to the puzzle. Yeah, you heard me right. Another piece to the puzzle. This one is a follow-up from the previous piece. A little continuation from the last episode. But anyways, in the unknown location outside the narrator's garden. Gaia, I've been watching you. The new seeds of the new future generation are starting to sprout. The warm weather, some nights in the middle of June, and all of the heat waves. Well, all of you bays out there, I'm watching all of you. And Gaia, I know you're watching, even through the sun. I see you. And the new bays in the new generation, they will sprout. All of you have been doing a fantastic job. Continue to do so. Fight with everything you got. Those legendary spin tops that we battled, that I battled. I had loads of fun battling them. What? Looks like you were mentioning my name? About having fun battling us? Wait, you showed up again. I figured why not. I wasn't the one that really left. I was the one that stayed. While the others went back and did training, I was here training in the garden. So you didn't went back with the others, but you stayed here. Correct. I was hoping in the running into you again. Oh, is that so? Yeah. I want to have a battle. A battle? Yeah. Before I go back with the others, I want to have one more battle. I guess this is just my lucky day. Well, alright. Well, I actually have a challenge for you. For me? Yeah. A little fun task, if you will. You see what we're standing on right now? Yeah. This is a legendary pit. Used for plants and natural resources systems. You and other ones have seen this, but it's been moved to the spot. And all of the aura that it has around it. That's dope. But anyways, let's have a battle. I'm down. Let's do it. Where are we? This is a very legendary spot. A very powerful legendary blader girl was sitting in that very spot. And the aroma, everything, the good vibes, positivity, everything. But this legendary stadium, or this legendary area, and this legendary table. But we'll battle here. It's a bowl. So this is what we're going to be using for the stadium. Correct. Now, the challenge is to see how much you can survive. It's a life after death thing. The challenge is how long can you last? If you go out the stadium more than 10 times, then you're done. Then you will not surpass the challenge. The key is last longer is the method. The thing is trying to survive as long as possible. And if you go out more than 10 times, then you don't pass the challenge. The key is trying to stay in the stadium as long as possible and don't get knocked out. So that's the challenge. Well, I'm up for it. Very well. And the reason why that we had to battle here is because we had to make things even. We wanted to balance this out for this challenge to work. Alright. Well, let's do it. I won't lose. The thing is trying to last as long as possible. What? Looks like I won. Just trying to last as long as possible in here. That's the goal. The way it is moving. Wow. It's literally like a bowl. Thing is, don't get out. Don't get knocked out. Just gotta keep going. What? I go down. I go down. What? Yeah, there you go. Good job. I was able to keep the stamp. What? So that's one. Alright now. Oh man. I won't be sent out again. I'll use it. I still have all that stamina left. What? I go down? You went out once, but that was good. No! I go out! Take this! Take this! Even trying to jump on top of me will not work. Fine. Now go. Gatorade! I won't be able to lose. Even though we're both round bays. So it'll be impossible to send you out. But I won't lose. I won't lose. Even moving the stadium. What? I won? That was fun. Let's see. Can you take this? Gatorade. Spin. But still, managed to work. It doesn't how mad around it is. I'll still win. Very well. Trying to do a super dove attack on me, but it won't work. That was sick. Using the ball as a little special move. That was awesome. So managed to send you out with that. But I didn't go out. And I will fight. You got lucky there. That was sick. even in this bowl, you can still manage to get some awesome hits. But I won't lose. I won't lose this battle. I will win. What? I go down. No! The Gatorade! I won't go down! I won't lose! I won't lose! What? That's 2. If you can manage to get the 5. I won't lose! But still, the attacks will still get shut down. Alright. Every battle. I won't lose. I won't lose. What? Even using the fucking thing. Even using the bowl. That little attack. That was sick. But I won't lose. What? That was sick. But I still sent you out. What? No! Very well then. What? You passed. What? I thought you said 10. I was just joking. Very well then. You did pass the challenge. After all, I wasn't expecting you to get KO'd so much since we're both rounder bays. So, good job. That was fun. It's all about knowing how to use your techniques and skill with this stadium. It's not a very easy stadium to master. Even the legendary bladers once fought in these types of stadiums before. And passed down to the future generation, into the extreme limits, bursting into the extreme limits. Even using these types of stadiums when things got tough, when you couldn't even afford an actual stadium. People use all different types of stadiums. And this is the very first one to do it. If you know, you know. But that was a fun battle. I enjoyed our battle. You did pass, after all. But like I said about the stadium, legendary stadium. Yeah, the stadium was so cool. I liked how we were both rounding the stadiums around. That was so sick. Yeah, you can get some awesome special moves in that stadium as well, man. That's a sick. But yeah, but I guess I'll be off to to join the others. But that was a fun battle. It was. And you did pass the task. Good job for that. Thanks, Tempo. But I gotta go get back to the others. Alright. See you around, Tempo. I'll be watching all of you. The future generation, I'll be watching all of you. Continue to do an awesome job. Keep blading, keep getting stronger. Now, it's time for the new seeds of this new generation to sprout and to fully bloom. Can't wait to beat these new bays of the new future generation. It's gonna be so awesome. But now it's time to clock 8. Timing out. I'll be watching all of you, and I'll be watching you, Gaia. TikTok. I'll be watching all of you. TikTok, you freaking fools. Oh man, it's like a bug went on my throat. But yeah, but as always, the great content creator has decided to yet again to break another fourth wall. A little bonus footage from the narrator, if you will, giving you guys dialogue behind the scenes and stuff, and just giving you guys a little bit more backstory on the skits. But yeah, but I'll have the narrator doing the rest of the talking. Thanks, narrator. But yeah, guys, so yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kibble here, and it's time for this epic special message for this episode of the skit. So you guys know, I said this even with the last one, coming and just wanted to just talk, and I normally be sporadic with these. I just normally just go with it. That's just normally how I always do with the skits, and I fucking love it, man. Just telling my story, man. But yeah, but I wanted to tell you guys a little thing expiring this episode. Kind of just went with it, it was so dope, just went with it. I didn't realize, because I did battles, you saw me do battles in in the bowl with it, and that was kind of a reference. I use anything as a Beyblade Stadium, man. It shows, man. Even just that's why I said it's a legendary thing, because people growing up never had the money to afford Beyblade stadiums, so you always see people use textbooks and stuff, you know where I'm going with this, just using anything for a Beyblade stadium, and that's one thing that I like about doing with the skits, showing off the actual Beyblade stadium, but also using different things as well. You know where I'm going with it. People use pots, people use bowls for Beyblade stadiums, people use cardboard stadiums, man. You name it, man. Giant stadiums, sleds, everything for stadiums, man. This is one thing that I really loved, and showing the diversity of stadiums. Just going with it. And like I said, I don't script my episodes or anything. Just going with it, and that's just how I always do it with things. Just going with it off the top of the dome, and just creating and vibing and just telling the story with it, but yeah, and it was awesome. Had some bowls that I had for some time, never used it though, and yeah, I have color bowls. I have a red one, I have a white one, and I have the blue one, which you saw in this episode. But yeah, man, but it was dope, man. I liked using that stadium. You gotta be perfectly skilled with it and stuff. But yeah, but also going and rapping on the bowl with things with this. The Gatorade top story is basically done for now. Stuff. You're still gonna see them and stuff, but kind of just wanted to come and just tie the bow with that story on it a little bit, because going back and looking at the skits, and then adding the icing on the cake, if you will, because the stories with them are not done. Like I said, just coming back full circle with the story. Like I said, these skits, they take time. They take time. It's all about time with it. So it takes time and all that, so even with the stories adapting and stuff with it, y'all know. But yeah, man, going and circling around with some stories that I haven't really tied the bow on it too much, and this was one of them. But yeah, man, I guess that's gonna do it, man, for this, man. I hope you guys are excited for the skits, man. Like I said, I just turned on the camera and just go with it, and that's just not how I go with this shit, man. Just turn on the camera and just fucking do it. That's how I always do it with these skits, man. And have fun with it, but yeah, but getting inspired by the Beyblade show, because been doing Blader tier list, I guess, you know, doing like the top 10 strongest characters from the Burst series and stuff. And that even inspired this, you know, even just going with it and just talking about it. Yeah, inspired me in a major way to do this episode. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped, man, getting back into the story with things with Burst. You know, it's a 10 years, man, 10 years of Burst, man. Yeah, man, we're bringing it back, man. We're grinding this shit, man. Telling my story, man. How fucking, yeah, man. Even getting inspired by the show, man. Like, I'm going back and I'm watching the show, man. And yeah, it inspired me and motivated to even just do this skit, man. Hell yeah. And all the rest of the other skits that I have planned, man. I'm excited to get back into the story, man. But yeah, man, but I guess that is gonna do it. And yeah, I'm gonna give it back to the narrator and stuff. But yeah, man, but I hope y'all enjoyed the episode, you know. Thanks, Kim. You know, we're breaking the fourth wall with it a little bit, you know. But yeah, but the battles and the events will continue next episode.